Hello everyone, thank you for choosing our channel, Muri Canada TV. It's our pleasure to have you today, and we welcome you whether you subscribe to this channel or if you are a new member to this channel. You feel welcome. So today we are going to discuss about the study permit application. We are going to do a step-by-step process demonstration, how you can do yourself the application for the study permit if you want to study in Canada. So please stay with us from the start to the end. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you can do that. You can press to that button. It's very easy. Also, it will be good for you to receive the notification anytime we post a new video to this channel. You can also press on the like button so that you can let the others know that this important information is being shared. You can also share this video to your friends so that they can know much information if they are interested in this process of Canada immigration. So thank you for choosing us. So today's video is going to focus on the application to the study permit. So we're going to see how you can do that application step by step. So let's start and see how this goes. So in order to do the application for study permit, you have to type in the browser, you type the ircc.canada.ca. That is one option. You can also type cic.jc.ca. That is another option. They are all leading to one page. So if I click on that, if I browse this link, this URL, it will lead me to this page where I will choose the either English or French, depending on my preferences. So today I will choose English. Let me click here. So by clicking here, then I will go to choose the study permit option, because there is so many options. You can do so many things, so many applications here on this page. So I'm interested in this one, study permits. Then on this one, they are telling us who can apply. It's of course an international student. So for you to apply for study permit, you have to fill or to fulfill different requirements. So you can navigate so many information here. So, but we are not going to go on each link today. So we are just going to go straight forward on the get a study permit. So this link will take us to the page where we need to know specific information about the study permit. So this page is telling us that the study permit is a document we issue as a government of Canada. We issue that so the study permit is a document we issue that allows foreign nationals to study at a designated learning institution in Canada. So most foreign nationals need a study permit to study in Canada. Make sure you have all the documents you need before you apply. So you should apply before you travel to Canada. The fees required. In order to have the study permit, you have to pay $150, Canadian dollars, and the processing time varies by country. So now we're going to let's see who can apply for the study permit. So there are so many eligibility requirements, but most of them, or the important ones, are that you have to be enrolled in a DRIE or designated learning institution. You have to prove that you have enough money to pay for your tuition fees, and that you have enough money to pay for your living expenses for yourself and any family member who come with you to Canada, and that you have enough money to pay for return transportation for yourself and any family member who come with you to Canada. You also have to obey the law and have no criminal record. You have also to get a police certificate if required. You have also to be in good health and get a medical exam if required. You also have to prove to an officer that you will leave Canada when your study permit expires. So there are so many different responsibilities as a student. So while studying in Canada, you must make progress towards completing your program. You have to respect any conditions listed on your study permit. You have also to stop with studying if you no longer meet the requirements. So depending on your case, there may be conditions on your study permit, such as if you are allowed to work in Canada, the specific date you must leave Canada, where you can study as a specific DRE on your listed on your permit, or you need also, in that case, you need to follow our instructions if you want to change schools at the post-secondary level. Whether you need an immigration medical examination. So those are the conditions that can be added depending on the situation. So once you get that study permit also, you may be eligible to stay on the work in Canada after you graduate by getting a post-graduation work permit or PGWP. So PGWP eligibility depends on several requirements, including when you submit your study permit application. If you are interested, check the requirements before you submit your study permit application. Check if the DRE you chose offers PGWP eligible programs. You have the options to check that option on the website of the Government of Canada. So there are some people that don't need the study permit. Some of those people, they have to fill or to be in different criterias. So such as you are doing a short-term student, or you are a family or staff of a foreign representative, or also you are a member of the foreign armed force of a country designated under the Visiting Forces Act. You are registered Indians in Canada, or you are a minor children in Canada, or you are temporary resident and asylum seekers taking French language and culture courses. You also may be a temporary resident taking settlement and integration courses, or you are a construction apprentices in eligible trades. So if you have a study permit and you are registered as a full-time student at the DRE, you may be able to work on campus or off campus if you are able to do so. So your study permit will include a condition that says you are allowed to work while you're studying. If you don't have a study permit, you can't work while you are studying in Canada. So in this case, you need to apply for a work permit. I think it's clear. So let's see now the documents required for you to apply for the study permit. You have to have, the first document you have to have is a letter of acceptance. So your school will give you a letter of acceptance. You have to upload it to your online application. Second thing is that you have to have a provincial or territorial attestation letter, PAR or TAR, from your school. So in most cases, you need to accept your offer and pay your tuition fees, either in part or in full, to get your provincial acceptance letter. So if you are studying in Quebec, you need a Quebec Acceptance Certificate or CAQ. You have to show proof of identity also. That's a requirement. Third requirement, you have to show proof of identity. So to show proof of identity, you and each family member who comes with you must have a copy of valid passport or travel document. You also have to upload a copy of the information page of your passport when you apply online. So if you are approved, you must send us your original passport, 2 recent passport size photos, so the name and the date of birth of the person who is applying must be written on the back of each photo. The fourth requirement is that you have to show proof of funds to support yourself and any family member coming with you. You must show proof of funds. So, 5 requirements is that you have to write a letter of explanation. So you must explain why you want to study in Canada and that you understand your responsibilities as an international student in Canada. 6 requirement, or requirement number 6, is that you have to get a medical exam. You may need a medical exam if any of the situations apply to you. The first situation is that if you plan to study in Canada for more than 6 months, in that case you need a medical exam. Or if you recently spent time in certain countries, in that case you need a medical exam. Or if you plan to work in certain jobs where public health must be protected. Number 7, or requirement number 7, is that you need a police certificate. In some cases, we may ask you to give a police certificate. So if you think you might need one, you should apply for one as early as possible. This is important because some countries take time to process those police certificates. So if you start early, it's much better. So let's see the requirement number 8 is that you have to prove or to give a proof of care for minor children in Canada. So children under the age of 17 who are not coming to Canada with a parent or legal guardian must have an appointed custodian. That's important. So requirement number 9 is that you have to check for other documents you might need based on what country you are applying from. So there may be other documents to submit that are specific to your local visa office. To get your local visa office instructions, go to how to apply page. You have also to select outside Canada, select apply online, select your country or territory from the list. So if you are not currently in your home country, you may have to prove your immigration status in the country you apply from. If the government that issued your passport or travel document needs you to have a re-entry permit, you must get one before you apply for a Canadian visa. You may also need other documents. Now let's see what is PAL or TAL. So the provincial attestation letter or territorial attestation letter is a letter from the province or territory where you plan to study that confirms that confirms there is a space for you, or provided by designated learning institutions you apply to attend. You need that document for you to apply for a study permit.
So, yeah.
So let's go back to the application. Now, you have to apply. In order to apply, you have to apply online. So if you are applying for the study permit, you must apply online, whether you are outside of Canada or already in Canada. So you are already only eligible to apply on paper if you have a disability that prevents you from applying online, or hold an identity or travel document for non-national residents, refugees, or stateless persons. Now you have to choose the option that works for you. They're asking you, where are you applying from? I'm applying from outside of Canada. So how do you want to apply? I am applying online. Then it will ask me, apply online from outside the Canada. Make sure you have what you need. To apply online, you need a scanner, a camera to create electronic copies of your documents, a valid credit or debit card. You have to have those options at hand so that you can use them. You have to make sure that you have everything you need to apply and get your local visa office instructions by selecting the country or territory from which you will be applying. So here I'm going to select the country from where I'm going to apply. In my case, I'm going to say Rwanda. Then I do continue. So in this case, after clicking on the continue, I will just click on the document checklist. So the document checklist, then I download this document checklist. Here you go. Okay, let's then open this page, this document. This is the list of documents that I have to fill so that I can apply for the study permit.
Online account or sign.
So I will come back to this document later anyways. So let's go back to our page where we want to apply for the study permit. So now I choose, I'm applying from outside of Canada. I choose online and I go to straight away to this step 5. I just need to continue to IRCC secure account. I just need to apply directly. So then after clicking there, I have to create an account that I will use to log in to my account. I'm going to register an account. So now I'm going to click on the register with GCKey username and password. I click there. The page is loading. Then it is bringing me to this page where I have to sign up. So I have to sign up here. Then I have to accept the terms and conditions. So I have to put my username, okay? The username will be, I said American Canada 2026, and then I continue. I have to put the password. Okay, after supplying the password, I have to click on the continue button. So I have to put it again. Okay, after putting this password and username, now I'm going to go ahead to fill out these questions. let's ask the questions. I have to select what was for me. I will choose, let's see the different questions asked here. Okay, after filling those questions, then I click continue. And then I fill the email. I have to put the email. After filling the email, let me click continue. Now it says you have successfully created your JC key. Your username is MoriCanada2026, and please continue to verify your email address. Click continue. So then I go to my email to verify it. I'll do it on my phone. Now I will put the code that that was sent from the government of Canada. Okay, then I click continue. After verifying my email, then I will go to I'm going to click continue to just do the two-factor authentication. Okay. I have to confirm the two-factor authentication that I will use my email to verify that I am the one who is logging in. So I have to put my email. So I will check the code that will be sent on my email. So the code was sent. Now it's W. Okay, so they are telling me to take a recovery of those photos, of those recovery codes. I will take a photo of those ones. Okay, then let's continue. Now the setup is complete. I now click on the continue button. Okay, now I'm done setting up the account, the GCK account. I have to accept the terms and conditions, okay? Now, the next step is to create an account. So that's an account that I will use to submit my forms and everything. So I have to give the name. Name is Jean. I have to put the last name. I have to put the email address. I have to fill my preferred language. So this time I choose English, then continue. Okay, so then I have to fill the security questions. I have to select different security questions that I will be asked for me to cover my account, and just in case something happen. So okay. After filling the security questions, I just now have to do what? I have to fill I will see the applications that I have submitted. Now, after creating this account, you now go to the start application. To start an application, you can apply for coming in Canada. You just click on this button, apply to come to Canada. And then this button will give you different forms that you have to fill so that you can be allowed, or you can submit your application to come to Canada. So now let's see what are the questions asked here. So you are told this paragraph, you are given the option to fill the personal reference code. So it says, if you have already completed the Come to Canada or Express Entry Wizard, you would have received the document checklist and a personal reference code based on your answers provided. So please enter your personal reference code to begin your application.
Canada.
So because we don't have a reference code, we just scroll down and go to this option: visitor visa, study, and work permit. Just click here. This will take us to the form where you can fill different forms, different questions, and do just for you to apply for the study permit. Just select the reason why. What would you like to do in Canada? Just study. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Just temporary, more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one on your passport. So I have to select the code of my country. Mine is Rwanda. So what is your country, your current country or territory of residence? I will say Rwanda. Do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident? So I would say no. What is your date of birth? I will say the year. Just select the year matching with your date of birth. Okay. Then click next. After this step, you are asked to fill, do you have a provincial or territorial attestation letter or meet exception from submitting a provincial or territorial attestation letter? So fill the response. You have it or no? If you have it, say yes. After clicking next, then you're gonna answer this question: which province or territory is your provincial attestation letter from? I will say Ontario. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States with a valid U.S. citizenship and immigration services number? So this is no. Have you been accepted to as a designated learning institution? Of course, yes. Are you planning to attend a post-secondary designated learning institution? I'll say yes. What is your marriage status? I'm married. What is your province or territory of this destination? I will go to Ontario. So based on the information you provided, the results below indicate whether you may be eligible to come to Canada. So you may be eligible to come to Canada as a student. Now I click to continue. Then I click create your personal checklist, study permit. So then I go to the checklist, click continue. Okay. Do you have a valid work permit or study permit? I'll need a visa to return to Canada. I say no, because I don't have a valid work permit or study permit. Are you an exchange student? No. Is work an essential component of your studies? No. Are you spouse or common law partner or child of a certain skilled worker? No. Are you a recipient of Commonwealth, a recipient of full bursary, or a participant in a Canadian aid program? No. And then next. Are you accompanying a family member that has status in Canada and or has recently been approved to come to Canada? No. Have you ever committed or been arrested for being charged with or convicted of any criminal offense in any country? No. Have you had a medical exam performed by an RCC authorized panel physician within the last 12 months? I have to say no, because I didn't pass the exams. I will suppose I am someone who is applying. Have you visited or lived in any one of the designated countries for 6 consecutive months in the last year? No. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? So if you are coming with someone who will accompany you. You have to also fill that form. For me, I will say no, as I will just go to Aaron. Are you giving someone access to your application? No. The past 10 years, have you given your fingerprint and photo for an application to come to Canada? No. I will say no. I will have to give it. There are fees associated with this application. Will you be paying your fees, or are you fee exempt? Yes, I will be paying my application fees. Are you able to make a digital copy of your documents with a scanner or camera? Yes. Will you be paying your application fees online? Yes. So now I have to review my questions here and see if anything is wrong. Now then I click continue. So then I'm arrived at the step of submitting my application. Okay. This is the last step. I have to go through everything. Submitting your application. Step 1, use your account. Step 2, save your application. Upload your documents. Pay your fees. Okay. Now I click continue. Your documents checklist. The checklist of the documents I have to fill out so that I can be able to submit my application. Okay, the list of the forms I need is just application form called application for study permit made outside of Canada. So you have to fill this form, application for study permit made outside of Canada, IAMM 1294. You have to do the letter of acceptance or letter of enrollment. Okay, you have to upload that document. You have to upload the passport. You have to upload the passport or territorial letter, attestation letter. You have to upload the proof of means of financial support. You have to upload the digital photo. You have to upload your family information. You have to upload your application for a temporary resident visa made outside of Canada or IMM 5257. You have to upload your client information. Okay. And also you have to pay the study permit fees, which are $150 Canadian dollars. You have also to pay the biometric fees, which are 85 Canadian dollars. And then you submit the application and wait for the response from the government of Canada. Depending on the processing time it can take. So then after that time, you will receive a response saying that you have been given you have been granted to have a study permit or no. That's it. So this one is not completed. I can even anytime delete it. So, but I can even I have 60 days to complete my application. So if I start my application, I am given 60 days to complete everything that I have said that I will provide, and I have to submit my application within this time period of 60 days. Okay. Then after submitting my application, the status, I will keep monitoring the status here. If the status is now, the status will keep changing depending on the process, on the step my application is reaching to, and then I will be having the letters also. In order to see the communication, I will have to come to this account and see the notification that I'm receiving from the IRCC, informing me the process of my, like, the what is required or any information related to my application. So this is the summary of the process of applying for the study permit. If you are interested, you can do this yourself. It's very easy. It's a straightforward process that you can go through and try your chances of being of having this study permit to study in Canada. So in the next video, I will show you how to apply for an acceptance letter from a school, for those who are interested in that, knowing how that goes, so that you can know how you can do that. So then I wish you all the best for all of you who followed this video till the end, and I wish you all the best in this process of applying for the study permit. So, and also I would like to tell you that if you are not subscribed to this channel, kindly you may do that, and you will benefit from that, because every time we submit or we put a video online, you will be notified, and you will be among the first to receive information that we are posting. You may share this information to your friends so that also they can benefit from it. Also, you may like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to so many people. Thank you so much for watching. See you in next video. Bye bye.